fucking freak. I hope he likes Star Trek too, because we need more Star Trek jokes in our fucking free world. Please give it up for Dylan Cole!
Thanks, Ronnie, everyone. Give it up one more time for him. So, I don't think I told everyone the news beforehand. I hope you're enjoying those cigarettes. We've got a month left. Smoke them if you got them. The band starts on the 2nd. So, obviously, someone who owns a bar was still down there and said, for the love of God, just let us have New Year's Eve. But after that, we are all having to switch to the e-cigarette. And that, I tried the e-cigarette, and I thought I would really like it at first, because, like Nick mentioned, I'm a geek, so it's like, Blade Runner, woo! It just lights up at the end, and a magic smoke comes out that doesn't count. But then I don't know if you've had one, but it's basically like having sex with your pants on. I mean, you can do it. Your body's not all that more grateful, so, I guess I'm not looking forward to the smoking ban because I'm already neurotic enough and I get to keep coming up here without them, so. 2012 is going to be end of days. Speaking of enforcing your will on an unsuspecting populace, do you have any friends that make you take your shoes off? Can you go into their place?
Yep.
We've got one, and you know, it's take your shoes. We doing things Japanese style, keeping things real nice. Except I know our friends, and I got to imagine that sometimes that sock underneath is going to be a lot worse than the shoe. So what they're doing is really not making sure their carpets stay clean. They just want to kind of enforce their will. They want to make sure their shoes are off, so you don't go anywhere with the silverware real fast. Oh, don't head. Okay, I'll bring it back. So, yeah, trying to enforce your will on an ungovernable universe. Speaking of that, anyone with friends with white shoes?
Yep.
You got a white shoe friend? Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a fight against life, isn't it? Got one of my best friends who's firmly dedicated to the white sneaker. Hollering across the way if he sees you wearing white sneakers. And this really is like, this is the last loss of reality for somebody, because the dirtiest part of your clothes all the time, unless you're, you know, awesome and walking on your hands, or I guess injured and walking on your hands, is going to be your shoes. So if you're walking around with white shoes all day, you're just basically saying to the world, yeah, fuck you. Dog shit will walk away from me. Scuffed up my shoes! Yeah, that's what happens to feet. Get over it. Alright. I feel strange going into video games. It's the first time someone before me said anything about a video game too, so I'm used to dominating this, but I'm going to talk about it anyway, because a lot of my Skyrim folks came out tonight. Yeah, you weren't there this time, so I can tell the jokes again. But Skyrim has been taking over my life. Skyrim's been taking over my friends' lives. I love the morality of these video games. Skyrim is not a sex act between a big bird and a midget. Skyrim is a role-playing fantasy game. So you can be a cat thief that's named Mr. Sticky Paws.
Mr. Sticky Paws.
You can you know, be a dwarf woman. No, the dwarves are dead. It's a real shame what happened to the Dwemer civilization. But if you're doing something wrong, you know, because it's red. And if something's okay to do, if it's good, it's in white. I wish my life was like this. I think when I'm starting to get away with something, like if I'm starting to get ahead, I'm one of those guys who thinks he's like getting away with something or putting other people down, so I get nervous. I'd like to be boss. Okay. In Skyrim, you know exactly if something you're about to do is bad. It's in red. If I had this in real life, job interviews, am I about to enhance my resume or lie about the past? It's in red, it's a lie. Okay, it's bad, step back. Out at the bar, closing time, she's lovely. Am I about to have a lovely one-night stand in white, or am I about to date rape in red? I wish I knew. So I just walk away. I love video games, though. I'm gonna do a couple video game impressions too, real quick. Just a couple. I think you'll be able to spot them. They were right down front of us.
That work?
Fucking snake thing!
Hubert,
yes. In case you ever wondered what those symbols meant. Fucking snake thing. Actually, I was working on a poem one day. You took it right away from me. And let's see, I'm rushing a lot faster through this than I expected. That's right. Let's just wrap up tonight the new thing I like to call Star Wars personal ads. First one. Mustachioed, cape wearing, former import-exporter turned city administrator, looking for a down to Tatooine girl to come live with me in the clouds. It's Lando, come on, man.
Go 45.
Go 45. Kai, forget the tagline. Every time. This next one requires the stand. Well, I really enjoy Metal Buffer. I've been hanging out with the 3-foot Sander for the last 20 years, so I have high expectations. I'm still working on sexual abuse. And then, final, and my favorite Star Wars personal line.
Sold.
No Sagittarius. That would be a hippie Tusken Raider. I don't think I'm full of my 8 minutes, but that's what I'm going to do tonight, so thank you guys for my time. I am Dylan Cole. Coming up next on the stage.